Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da, the Uninformational Educational Show. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, guys, here we are today. Welcome back to another episode of the Uninformational Educational Show with Jacob and V. Who is who? We will never know.
No, we will not know. I could be V.
And I could be Jacob. For example, I could go to the bank and claim to be Jacob and take out his entire savings. No. We don't commit fraud here. All jokes.
All
jokes.
Right.
What's on your mind today, Jake?
On the count of three, I think we're going to belt out a word.
I like this idea. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Closet.
Dinosaur.
1, 2, 3.
Toys.
Wow! That was quick. Wow. That was...
All right.
Let's do another.
Let's try this again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kool-Aid. What?
Oh wait, I was still thinking. I was thinking too hard.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3.
Party
hat.
hat.
1, 2, 3. Cone.
Yeah.
What? You didn't even say anything.
I couldn't think of the word.
Oh my gosh, that's 2 times in a row now that Jacob has just said nothing, so I'm a little worried. We're literally, to be clear, able to say any word. Literally any word.
I'm just thinking about it too hard.
Alright, you want to count off this one?
Yeah. Okay, count of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Rainbow.
Monitor. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Display.
Wallpaper.
1, 2, 3.
Screen?
Image. 1, 2, 3. Screensaver. Again, Jacob! Again with the nothing.
No.
That's so funny. No, it's real because the stakes are high. Because what you guys don't know is that there's a guillotine hanging above us this very moment.
We're laughing because it's about all we got.
Yep.
I hope they want us to keep talking more. So,
well, they said that there's more. Well, I guess
they fake dropped it for a second.
Well, I think that what it comes time for now is our next segment. So let's move into a draft. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a category and we're gonna start off with cereals. Okay, cereals. And we're gonna draft a team of 5 cereals, a starting 5 lineup of cereals. Okay, it's gonna start with me and move on to Jacob. We're gonna go each starting with our number 1 pick and move down the line. And it's a draft, so we're starting with number 1 down to number 5. And once one has been picked, you cannot take it again. So, Jacob, would you like to start us off? What is your first round 1 pick for cereals?
I'm going to have to go with Cheerios.
Honey Nut or Original? Original
Cheerios.
Oh my gosh, who are you? All right, Original Cheerios. Don't worry, that was a sleeper pick. And by a sleeper, I mean asleep. I was never going to pick that. But let's move on to my number 1 pick. I'm going to go with number 1. Ooh. I got to go with Honeycomb. And that's a real sleeper pick. Nobody knows about Honeycomb, but Honeycomb really is able to sweep in there and save the team when you're really in need and you don't expect it. It's a respectable cereal.
Okay, you got those, but to save the day, I'm going to have to go with...
What are we thinking? There's a lot
Frosted
of good options.
Flakes.
Frosted, a classic.
He's a fighter.
You got the energy there. I'll give you that. You have the team spirit with that one alone. You know, enough to carry you through. You know, they're great, as you know. But I think Tony the Tiger would be enough to just pump your team up. I mean, if nothing else, skill aside.
I mean,
that would be
a wonderful cheerleader.
My second.
What was your choice again?
Draft 2 pick. Mine was Honeycomb. My round 1. That's going to be my team captain. Hell. I'm going to go with, for draft number 2, I'm going to go... Now, this one is a little out of left field. This one's a newcomer. Okay, this one's a newcomer, fresh out of college.
Okay.
Fruit Loops with marshmallows. Now, I know we've seen the parent in the championship for a long time. Fruit Loops classics, yes.
Yes, yes.
But where people are overlooking
great
is Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
years.
They come out with that sparkle that can just carry you through in the newer leagues with the new types of moves that we just didn't used to see.
But
back then.
will they have the same energy to cut it like their parents
That's
did?
the question.
Are they going to be able to bring that same spark as their parents brought
Keep
to
the name in such a high regard.
our childhood?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Our childhood was held up by
playing
Fruit
field.
Loops. You're correct. You're correct. I guess that leaves it up to your number 3.
I'm gonna have to go with Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. They
Apple
are.
Jacks. I mean, that's a 2-in-1 right there. I'll give you that.
It's a 2-in-1. They're
You can split it up and have 2 totally different bowls of
reliable.
cereal.
They're there. They're
Hold on a second.
they're
That's
perfect.
Genius. Why have I never done that? I need to split up an entire box of Apple Jacks and eat the 2 different cereals.
Yeah, my microphone died. It's
Well-
funny. Turn back on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Anyways.
we still here? We alive?
Thought it
We
died.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
You're with me.
Okay. All right. No, but I gotta split up a box of Apple Jacks into 2 separate bowls of cereal. That's just something that I haven't done, that I need to do. Have the apple, have the cinnamon.
Yeah. So what's gonna be your?
Oh yes, my 3rd pick. I'm gonna go with a little bit of.
Both of them turned off. This is perfect.
So we're just done.
It's still recording.
Oh.
So.
Hey guys, we're still here.
We don't sound as great.
No,
but
not the greatest
bear
quality,
with
but
us.
we'll be okay for this session. For the sake of the draft, I feel like we must continue because our teams will go head to head in the championship. At the end of this, we will eat all 5 of them together, and then eat the competing 5 and see which 5 bowls in a row make us more nauseous than the previous 5 bowls. However, I have a feeling that after 10 bowls, we'll be a little more nauseous. But
yes.
But anyway, my round 3 pick is gonna have to be. We're gonna go with a little bit of zest, a little bit of flamboyancy. Now I know that some people think that the technique isn't there, but here's what I'm gonna say: the showmanship is worth it. The Fruity Pebbles, and I know that that's double fruit. I know I'm doubling down on the fruit, and I know that I might get some judgment from that, but that's okay because at the end of the day, I think it's what's gonna be. It's really gonna be kind of a theme. Is the fruit is the overall fruit of life. You know, you get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a necessity.
It is a necessity.
Fruit and cereal, it's the binding. It's a cornerstone of breakfast.
I mean, even in the original cereals,
Think
people
about
started throwing
oatmeal.
fruits into it. Yeah, I was about to say
Oatmeal
oatmeal
and
fruit
fruit,
into it.
I
Yes,
mean,
absolutely. Fruit is just the perfect
It
combination.
could be a winning pick. That
Exactly.
is just something that hasn't been sought after yet.
Thank you. You're right. Now, how are we going to clean this up? You get 2 more picks. We both get 2 more picks. And I want to know who we're pulling out now. Now I know the big teams, some of them have been taken. Some of the big players. But here's the thing about that. There are still a lot of talented players out there.
That's true. I mean, we've kind of gone through the A list, but
some up and comers, I'm sure.
There's some up and comers. We gotta.
So who are you thinking?
I'm gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is. As I said, there is a lot of talent, which sometimes makes it hard to stand out.
You know what? Dare I say it?
Do it.
I'm gonna.
Dare you?
I'm gonna
You dare.
have to go with Cheerios again. Honey Nut
But
Cheerios.
doubling on the
I'm
doubling
doubling
down.
down
You're
on
doubling down.
those.
You're taking the Cheerio cousins.
Yeah.
2 of the cousins. There's many cousins
Yeah.
to be clear, but you're taking 2 of the cousins.
I'm snagging them.
I even heard that there's a pumpkin spice out there in another league somewhere. I think that might be the junior league, though. I'm not quite sure. But that is quite the bold pick. So forget fruit. You are going down the Cheerio line, the grain. You want the backbone. You're looking for someone you can rely on to keep up the commitment.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
the American dream.
The American dream, and
It's
I mean,
based off of grain.
not to mention the family bond that'll already
Yeah,
be there. That'll just be a plus having them on the same team.
What's gonna be your
My number 4 pick. This is tough. It is getting tough. I think I'm gonna go with. We're gonna add a little bit of spice in here. That's what we need. We're missing a little bit of spice, some of that punch. We're gonna go with cinnamon life. Okay. Because cinnamon life, I just think the cinnamon brings enough of that heat and that spice to keep them interested, for the fans. I would say that for the fans, the cinnamon life is a little more for the fans. The spice keeps them around. They very interactive during the game, but still a very solid player nonetheless. I have to say the cinnamon life, and enough sugar there to keep it sweet. Not a bad attitude too. So that's a plus.
Keeping up the grain. What I really think is going to
do not say frosted mini wheats. Is that who you're about to pull out of the ranks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew you were going to pull him.
I'm about to...
a talented player. I mean, respected. I can't be upset.
Grain. I'm putting together an army of grain this year.
You're right.
And the grains with the Apple Jacks, that little bit of fruit in there.
Wow.
I mean...
Wow.
God knows
that does bring a perfect balance, doesn't it? And you're going double frosted, which I find interesting.
Yes.
So I think with the grain, you are not keeping unaware of the fact that the grain might be a little bland, and so you're playing into that. You have double frosted in there, a little bit of the apple, but you also aren't afraid to lean into the grain.
Yeah, I mean, it's a necessity. It's something we need, and we shouldn't go all too sugary.
You're right.
Because too much.
The ebb and the flow, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
Now, how am I gonna compete with such a? I'm such a bodacious team. I need to have something to just sweep in. I mean, what can I possibly? Who can possibly be my sweeper play? Oh gosh, to just come in and. There are a lot of talented players out there, and I know I keep saying that, but it's really true. I mean, I've been watching the league lately. I've been watching the league, and it's getting very intense. I have so many thoughts just flying through my head. I wish I could just have a starting lineup of 7 or 8.
Especially here. I mean, August 1st, man.
You're right. We're getting close to it. Some of the other positive players have been picked. I mean, they have been drafted already. There was an early round that I did miss. We were on that cruise, the Disney cruise together, so we didn't actually hit the first draft, but. Because we go on 6 Disney cruises a year. But that's just a little sidebar. Let's see. I think that the final cereal, I think, that I'm going to have to add to my team, and I know I'm dancing on it a little bit here. I'm dancing on it, but I need to just finally call it. I'm going to go with... You're not going to like me on this one, and I know you might try to challenge me.
Okay.
Pumpkin Spice Cheerios.
Okay.
And I'm going for it, and here's why. I think that'll just... The rivalry of stealing another Cheerio cousin... just right onto my team.
You know what?
Would be perfect. Not to mention, the pumpkin spice brings in a little bit more of that cinnamon, and that kind of gives us a little bit of that spice and fruit. I like the fruit and spice. It works.
We have
with a little bit of honey. The honey works perfectly,
and we have some equality.
Yes, exactly.
And,
exactly.
We know
fruit, the spice. You're right. A lot of different places. The grain. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful draft.
What a beautiful draft. I think that nonetheless, no matter what happens in the championship, I think it'll be a lovely game to watch.
I hope that all of y'all enjoyed joining us tonight for tonight's draft in this eventful, historic event, this historic night, and I'm just honored to be a part of this.
Yes, thank you as well.
My co-host V. And,
thank you, Jake. What a lovely cereal draft we've had.
It was amazing. I couldn't ask for a better one.
Yes,
and,
of course.
I hope to see you here next year.
Yeah. One more quick one before we go. 1, 2, 3, jacket.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait.
You missed it. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.